Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank one of my subscribers, JG, for this story. Suicides in the US are up, says CDC official. It seems like everything is up. Drug addiction is up, suicides are up, alcoholism is up, babies born with syphilis, that's up. Everything's up in this country. The principal deputy director for the Center for Disease Control warned on Wednesday that suicide is on the rise in the U.S. among almost every age group. Suicide in all ages except for young children and the elderly is one of the few conditions that's getting worse instead of better around the country. Ann Schuchat told Rising Hill TV hosts Crystal Ball and Buck Sexton. Suicide is a leading cause of death in the U.S. Nearly 45,000 Americans have lost their lives to suicide in 2016. Suicides have spiked more than 30% in half of states across the country since 1999, according to the CDC. Schuchat emphasize that suicide is not only a result of mental health conditions, even though there is often seen as a contributing cause. The CDC reported that more than half of people who committed suicide did not have a known mental health condition. That's because many of them are drug addicts, too, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people don't have a prior diagnosis of depression or other mental health conditions. So if you know someone that you're worried about, there are ways to reach out for help. There's helplines that can help you if you're having questions yourself or if you're worried about someone you love. She told Hill TV, adding that there can be a number of risk factors, including stressors like finances and employment. Schuchat said the organization is also starting to see an overlap between suicides and the opioid plague in the middle-aged adults. I knew drugs had to be in there somewhere. I'm saying that everybody that commit suicide are on drugs, but a big bulk of them are. We made great strides in last century in extending life expectancy, and now we're seeing these premature deaths, these earlier deaths from suicides, from drug overdose and liver failure, because the alcoholism is up, and those deaths are also rising in the country. In 2017, the U.S. Health and Human Health Services declare the opioid plague as a public health emergency and announced a 5-point plan to combat the plague. Yeah, but it's still rising. So, all they're doing is spending a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it's not combating anything. They're just spending a bunch of money. That's all they're doing. But Trump's opioid plan has been met with mixed reviews from both experts and lawmakers alike. Senator Elizabeth Warren has called Trump's efforts pathetic and that they've fallen far short of what is needed. And that's because Trump don't want to give money. That's a problem. If you want to set up a commission, come up with a plan, and then say to everybody, well, we're going to use grants and other means, but we're not going to pour any money into this thing, then how do you combat it? Grants are not going to change the opioid plague in the country. It's not going to work. Time and time again, you and your administration have failed to take the actions needed to meaningfully address this crisis. Address this crisis. Instead, you have continued to substitute empty words and broken promises for real action and bold ideas, Warren told in a fiery letter to Trump. Well, I'm not surprised that that's one more thing happening in the country, y'all. I'm not shocked. But please tell me what you think about the rising suicides that are going on across America, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.